Our names can make us feel smart, confident, unique, or even embarrassed, misunderstood, or lost in the crowd. Choosing a baby name is one of the biggest decisions for a new mum. Do you go classic, trendy, totally unique? And with so many choices, how do you know you've picked the right one? Choosing a baby name is a big deal, but the good news is you can't go wrong. When making this choice, it must be remembered that you aren't choosing this name for you, and that your child is starting life with a literal clean slate, and their name can affect that in many ways, as it can be considered a reflection of who they are. Welcome to ScrollTube, and today we'll be counting down the top 20 baby girl names in the US right now. Mila, the Dear One, of Russian origin. The name most commonly means Dear One or Gracious One. In the Slavic language, its meaning changes to industrious and hardworking. Currently ranked 20th in the United States, its all-time ranking is 2,846th, with around 6,000 people in the country currently having the name. In other countries it ranks 19th in Canada, 16th in France and in Finland, 8th in the Netherlands, and its highest ranking is 7th in Belgium. For every 100,000 people in the United States population, around 2 of them are named Mila, and according to the SSA analysis of the past 100 years, around 13,000 girls have been given the name Mila. The name rose in popularity when the actress Mila Kunis came into fame and began to star in movies. The name Mila can be considered a shorter version of the names Camila, Milena, and Ludmila, while another variation of the name is Mia. 19. Lily, the flower, of Greek origin. The name is based on the lily flower. Its meaning can also be considered pure, as the flower itself is used as a purity symbol in the Christian religion. The name began to rise in popularity when the Harry Potter books were published, as the main character's mother's name was Lily Potter. Currently ranked 19th in the United States, it also holds the ranking in New Zealand, while being ranked 15th in Northern Ireland, 14th in Canada, 13th in England and Wales, with its highest ranking being 12th in Scotland. In the United States it holds the national ranking of 1,070th, with a current estimated population of around 31,000. 18. Chloe, the blooming one. Its origin comes from the Greek name Chloe, which has the meaning green shoot. It was often used to refer to Demeter, who was the Greek goddess of the earth and fertility. It can also be found in the New Testament of the Christian Bible, when Paul refers to a Chloe as one of his converts. Currently ranked 18th in the United States, it also holds that ranking in Scotland. In New Zealand and Belgium it is currently ranked 14th. Other rankings of this name include 9th in Ireland, 6th in Australia and Canada, and the highest ranking it has is 4th in France. Its national rank in the United States is 2,028th, with a current estimated population of around 10,000. This means that there are about 3 people named Chloe for every 100,000. Based on the SSA analysis, an estimated 168,000 people have been named Chloe in the past 100 years. 17. Madison, the gift of God. The name Madison is of English origin, meaning the gift of God. It was originally a male surname that meant son of Maud, but rose to popularity as a female first name after the release of the 1984 film Splash. The main character chose this for her name after seeing a street sign for Madison Avenue. Currently ranked as the 17th most popular baby girl name in the United States, it is also ranked 22nd in Canada. Its national ranking in the United States is 2,397th, with an estimated 7,900 girls who are currently named Madison. Out of every 100,000 people in the population, around 2 of them are Madisons. According to the SSA analysis of the past 100 years, around 338,000 people have been given this name. That means that for every 100,000 people born in the past century, around 106 of them have had the name Madison. There have been some spelling variations, such as Madison or Madison, and many people shorten it to the nickname of Maddie. 16. Scarlet, the red one. Before it became popular as a first name for girls, Scarlet was at first an English last name for a dyer, a person who colored fabric, or a person who sold or made clothes with scarlet-colored cloth. It means just what it is, red. It was made popular both by the main character in the novel Gone with the Wind, Scarlett O'Hara, and by the Marvel Cinematic Universe actress, Scarlett Johansson, who many people are currently calling ScarJo. Another memorable person with the name was actually a man, Will Scarlet, the fictitious friend of the famous Robin Hood. 15. Avery, the counselor. Being French in its origin, the name Avery is traditionally a last name that comes from Alfred or Albrecht. Its meanings include wise, ruling with elf wisdom, and counselor. While recently it has been more commonly used for girls, it is a unisex name and can be used for either gender. One example of this is the male character who is named Avery in the hit TV show Nashville, currently the proud holder of the 15th ranking in the United States most popular baby girl names. It was also ranked 17th in Canada in 2015. It holds the national ranking of 1,705th in the United States, with a current estimated population of around 14,000. For every 100,000 people in the country, about 4 of them are named Avery. In the past 100 years there have been an estimated 121,000 people born with the name. Ava is often considered a variation of the name. 14. Emily, the striving one. The name Emily comes from the English feminine form of the Latin name Emilius, Emile. It means striving or eager. It was not considered a common name until the House of Hanover came into power on the English throne in the 18th century. Their princess Amelia Sophia was often referred to as Emily, though the name is not related to Amelia. It became more popular around the 1970s. There are several famous Emilys who have existed, such as Emily Bronte, Emily Dickinson, Emily Deschanel, and Emily Blunt. Emily is currently ranked as the 14th most popular name in the United States, while in other countries it is ranked 5th New Zealand, 3rd Canada, 2nd Scotland, and 1st Ireland. It holds the national ranking of 209th most popular given name in the United States, with an estimated population of around 320,000. For every 100,000 people in the population, around 100 of them are named Emily. In the past 100 years, over 730,000 people have been given the name, according to the SSA analysis. Evelyn, the living one. Once a common English last name, it was mainly used by boys as a given name starting around the 17th century and only changing recently. Some people attribute the change in gender to the fact that you can break it down into 2 female name, Evelyn, while others say it's because of the name's resemblance to the feminine name Evelina. The meaning comes from the first part of the name Eve, who was the first woman to be created according to the Christian Bible. Her name is often connected to life or living. Evelyn is currently holding the 13th ranking in the United States most popular baby girl names, while in several other countries it is ranked 20th Canada and 18th Australia. It also holds the ranking of the 142nd national most popular given name in the United States, with a current estimated population of around 442,000. For every 100,000 people in the country, around 138 of them are named Evelyn. Over the past century, around 262,000 people were given the name. 12. Abigail, the father's joy. Of Hebrew in origin, Abigail literally means the father is joy. In Old Testament of the Christian Bible, Abigail is the 3rd wife of the well-known King David. Because she described herself as her husband's servant, the name is often used to name maids in books or plays. The name was very popular among the Puritans after the Protestant Reformation, though soon thereafter it fell out of fashion until more recent times. Abigail is currently ranked as the 12th most popular baby girl name in the United States, in addition to being ranked the 8th most popular name in Canada. It is also the 915th most popular name of all time in the United States, with a current estimated population of around 41,000. For every 100,000 people living in the country, around 13 of them are named Abigail. In the past century, the name has been given to an estimated 305,000 people. Some variations of the name include Abigail, Abigail, and Abigail, while nicknames deriving from it are Abby, 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 Gail, Gail, and Gail. 11. Ella, the light one. The name Ella is a shorter version of the names Eleanor and Ellen. In English it means light, while it also means beautiful fairy woman. In German it means all or other, Germanic in origin. It is an English version of the name Alia. It was brought to England by the Normans around the 14th century, and though it declined in popularity over the years, it was revived again in the 19th century. It is a very recognizable name thanks to people like the singer Ella Fitzgerald (1917 to 1996) and characters such as Ella of Frell from the popular novel Ella Enchanted and Cinderella from the Grimm brothers story. It currently holds the 11th rank in the most popular baby girl names in the US, while in other countries it ranks 10th Canada, 6th England, 5th Norway, 3rd Denmark, and 2nd Northern Ireland. It is the 544th national most popular name in the States, with a current estimated population of around 96,000. Around 30 people for every 100,000 are named Ella, while in the past 100 years around 156,000 people have been given the name. 10. Aria, the Lion of God. Teutonic in origin, the name has two meanings. In Italian it literally means heir, while in Hebrew it means the Lion of God. The meaning through its origins also relates to birds, while it can also refer to music. An aria is a vocal solo usually pre-formed in an opera. It is not commonly used in Italy, and it has only become popular as an English name since the 20th century. Currently ranked 10th in the list of most popular baby girl names, it is also ranked 13th in Canada and 12th in Scotland. Overall in the United States it is the 7,275th most popular given name with an estimated population of around 1,300, and there is only around one person named Aria for every 200,000 people in the country. In the past century only about 17,000 people have been given the name, or around 5 for every 100,000 born. 9. Harper, the one who plays the harp. While it has become a popular unisex given name over the past decade, it was originally used as an Old English last name for people who could play the harp. One of the more well-known individuals who has borne the name is Harper Lee, 1926–2016, the famous author of the novel To Kill a Mockingbird. Harper currently holds the 9th ranking in the list of the most popular baby girl names in the United States. It is also the 3rd most popular name in New Zealand. It is ranked 12,019th most popular given name in the all-time rankings in the US, with one person in every 500,000 being named Harper. In the past 100 years, only an estimated 32,000 people have been given the name. While in the US it is becoming more popular as a given name, it can more often be seen as a surname. 8. Charlotte, the petite one. Of French origin, the name Charlotte is a feminine form of the name Charles. It means petite and feminine, and has often been used as a name for members of royalty in countries such as England. The name has also been given to the novelist Charlotte Bronte, and to the spider in the popular children's novel Charlotte's Web. It was introduced to Great Britain around the 17th century, and in the United States it has been on a popularity rise since 2002. Currently it holds the 8th rank in the most popular baby girl names in the country, while it is also ranked 7th in Canada and 2nd in New Zealand and Australia. The national rank in the United States is the 223rd most popular given name with an estimated population of around 307,000. For every 100,000 people, around 96 are named Charlotte. 7. Amelia, the industrious one. Latin in origin, the name Amelia is a blend of the names Emilia and Amalia, and it means industrious and striving. The Teutonic meaning of the name is defender. After the German House of Hanover came into power on the English throne in the 18th century, the name rose in popularity as it was carried by the daughters of both King George II and King George III. Amelia has several different spelling variants, including Amelia, Amelia, and Amalia, among others. Currently ranked as the 7th most popular baby girl name in the United States, it is also ranked 6th in Scotland, 5th in Ireland, 3rd in Australia, and 1st in England and Wales. Nationally it is the 617th most popular given name in the country, with around 24 people being named Amelia for every 100,000. In the past 100 years around 106,000 people have been named Amelia. 6. Mia, the wished-for child. The name Mia is Latin in its origin, and it means mine, or the wished-for child. Though at one point it was used more as a nickname rather than a given name, it was made popular in recent years thanks to the actress Mia Farrow of Rosemary's Baby. While it can be a given name all on its own, it has also been used as a diminutive nickname for the names Amelia and Amelia, among other similar names. Currently ranked as the 6th most popular name in the United States, Mia is also ranked 10th in Austria and Slovenia, 9th in England and Wales, 5th in Australia, and 1st in Switzerland. In the United States, Mia is nationally ranked as the 1,361st most popular given name, with around 6 people per every 100,000 being named Mia. Just in the past century, the name has been given to around 158,000 people, according to the SSA. 5. Sophia, the Wise One, Greek in origin. The meaning of the name is wisdom. Sophia was often used by members of European royalty in the Middle Ages to name their children, whether it was a given name or one of many middle ones. There are a lot of different spelling variants to the name, such as Sophia or even Sophie. Historically, the name was used by, possibly, mythical saint who died of grief after her children were martyred under the rule of the Emperor Hadrian. It has also been made popular by actresses such as Sophia Loren and Sofia Vergara, and TV characters such as Sophia Robin Sloane Torres. Grey's Anatomy, it is ranked 5th in the list of current most popular baby girl names, while in other countries it is ranked 4th, Canada, and 3rd, Austria. Nationally, Sophia is ranked 954th in the United States, with around 12 people per every 100,000 being given the name. In the past century, parents have named around 251,000 babies Sophia. 4. Isabella, the Devoted One, Hebrew in origin. Isabella is a different form of the name Isabel, which itself is a different form of the name Elizabeth. It literally means devoted to God. There were many Isabellas or Isabels to be found in the royal courts of Europe, as it was a popular name in England, France, Portugal, and Hungary. At one point or another they have all had royalty named Isabella. There are several nicknames commonly used for this name, such as Izzy, Belle, or Bella. Currently ranked 4th in the United States, it is also ranked 4th in Canada and 3rd in Austria. Nationally ranked as the 1,961st most popular given name in the country, there are about 3 babies named Isabella for every 100,000 born. In the last 100 years, around 250,000 people have been given the name Isabella. 3. Ava, the bird. Ava is a variant of the biblical name Eve. German in its origin, there are several different meanings it could have. It could mean bird in relation to the Latin word avis, while it can also be a shorter form of the name Hava, which is the Hebrew version of Eve that means life or living one. It was made more popular thanks to the actress who bore it, Ava Gardner, 1922 to 1990. Currently ranked 3rd in the list of most popular baby girl names in other countries, it is also ranked 5th, England, Wales, Scotland and Canada, 3rd, Ireland, and 4th, Australia. Nationally, Ava is ranked as the 1,345th most popular given name in the United States, with around 6 babies being named Ava for every 100,000 people born. In the past century alone, around 180,000 people have been given the name. 2. Olivia, the olive branch, a more feminine version of the male name, Oliver. It was first used by William Shakespeare in his comedy Twelfth Night, or What You Will. Of Greek origin, it most commonly means olive or olive branch. Currently ranked 2nd in the United States, it has held this position for the past 3 years, since 2014. While the name has been used since the 18th century, it rose in popularity in the mid-20th century. It became extremely popular in the United States in the 1970s, when the mother in the TV show The Waltons was named Olivia. While it is ranked 2nd in the United States, England, Wales, and Canada, it is ranked 1st in Australia, New Zealand, and Scotland. Its all-time ranking in the United States is 623rd, with about 24 people for every 100,000 in the population being named Olivia, and based on an analysis of the last 100 years of the SSA, around an estimated 339,000 have been given the name. And at number 1 is Emma, the Whole One, originally a shorter version of Germanic names that began with the element Erman. It means whole or universal. Introduced into England by Emma of Normandy, it was also the name of an Austrian saint. After the Norman conquest, this name became very popular in England, and it was revived again in the 18th century, partially due to Matthew Prior's poem Henry and Emma, and partially due to the character Emma Woodhouse in Jane Austen's famous novel. Currently ranked 1st this year in the United States, it also holds the top ranking in Belgium, Canada, and Norway. It holds the all-time ranking of 372nd in the United States, with an estimated 175,000 people in the population having the name. This means that for every 100,000 people in the population, around 55 are named Emma. In the analysis of the SSA over the last 100 years in the US, an estimated 395,000 girls were given the name.